Hello and welcome. My name is David, and this is the first mini full moon meditation where I'm embarking on a project to do one of these meditations every full moon for the rest of the year, basically using the themes or energy of the moon to incorporate into a tool or technique that can help with various things depending on what the astrological mix is of that day. The mix of this current full moon is the moon being in Cancer, which is said to be a water sign, and water is said to be symbolic of our emotions and our emotional state. So we're going to do a short meditation that will allow us to assess our emotional state. It's a really great technique to use whenever you feel that your emotions are either heightened or that they feel different from normal, or if there's a situation specifically that is triggering an emotional response. This can be a really nice way just to get into a nice meditative state and just ruminate on how that situation is making you feel and presenting itself to you. So let's begin. What I would like you to do is arrive in the space in which you're in. Get yourself comfortable. If you are able to sit down and get some alone time, that would be great. But as long as you're not driving or doing anything where it would require your attention, just give yourself permission to take 15 minutes away just to relax and to get in touch with yourself. So I'd like you to find somewhere to sit comfortably. Give yourself the permission to physically relax wherever you are, if that's lying down, if that's sitting down. Just feel how you are physically. Is there anywhere that you are feeling tight or tense and you can just allow yourself to relax? Then give yourself permission. And if you have to say in your head, I give myself permission to relax, then please do. You can also take a moment to think, how am I doing mentally? Are you relaxed, or are you wound up and pent up with lots of busy thoughts? If that's the case, just give yourself permission for the next 15 minutes just to relax. Think about how you're doing emotionally. If you have a situation where it is demanding a lot of your emotional energy, or you feel out of sorts, or completely neutral, that's all good. Just give yourself time to relax. And if you haven't already, you can close your eyes. Take a deep breath through the nose and sigh out. And another. And sigh out. And one more breath in through the nose. Sigh out with an and with your eyes closed, take a moment just to appreciate the next few moments are just for you. Time to relax, time to unwind, time to get in touch with your inner self, and specifically in accordance with the energy of this moon, with your emotions. So in the eyelids of your closed eyes, I'd like you to imagine that there's a screen, the screen of your mind's eye. And I would just like you to, as you physically relax into the chair or bed or wherever you're lying down or sitting, just imagine a series of numbers appear on that screen in your mind's eye. Imagine the number 12 on the screen of your mind's eye. 12, 11. Imagine the number 11 on the screen of your mind's eye. 11. 10. Imagine the number 10 on the screen of your mind's eye as you allow your body to relax, settle in, as you allow yourself to breathe deep. 10. Now see the number 9. 8. 7. See the number 7 on the screen in your mind's eye. 6. 5. see the number 4 on the screen of your mind's eye. 3, 2, and 1. And now you're here in a semi-altered state of consciousness. Just reassess where you are. If you need to take a deep breath, if you need to relax yourself a little bit more physically to get yourself even more comfortable than you are just now, then please feel free, keeping your eyes closed. And when you can really allow your body just to feel heavy and to settle in, we will count from 13 to 1, but this time there's no need to visualize. Just feel yourself feeling more relaxed as we start at 13, moving down to 12, allowing yourself to sink, 11, even deeper, 10, into a nice relaxed state, 9, where you feel comfortable, 8, where you feel secure, 7, where you feel happy, relaxed, 6, sinking all the way down, 5, into a nice 4, relaxed, 3, 2, state, 1, and let yourself settle. So on the screen of your mind's eye, I would like you to imagine that you are in a beautiful moonlit forest, and just before you, you see a path, and this path is surrounded by beautiful flowers, purples, blues, whatever colour, silver, that glimmer in the moonlight. And your inner knowing tells you that this path is a safe path, it's a secure path, and it will lead you somewhere where you feel relaxed, at ease, and then you begin to walk down the path, feeling each step beneath your feet, perhaps inhaling the scent of beautiful flowers, feeling the cool air on your skin, seeing the moonlight dance off the leaves of the trees or the grass. But as you walk along, you notice in the distance the path is taking you to an enclosure. As you walk, you observe a body of water, and this body of water represents your current emotional state. Take a moment to take in the details of how the water presents itself to you. Is it a vast ocean? Is it a lake? It could be simply a glass of water. But however the element of emotion and water show up for you in this visualization, it's entirely right for you. Take a moment to become the observer of this body of water and notice how it represents your current emotional state. Is it still? Is it murky? Is it crystal clear, choppy, agitated? Whatever and however the water presents itself is perfectly fine and valid and okay for you at this time. Be the observer, not in the water, but observing the water, noticing the water, but not diving in, so that you can see the situation and the emotions it produces for what it is. If you feel that the emotion or the water is overspilling for its container, if it's too large or too powerful, simply intend that it gets placed in a container. If it is a vast raging ocean, turn it into a puddle. If it's a basin of water slopping everywhere, put it in something bigger so it's got room to breathe. Whatever your instinct tells you to do is the right thing to do. But change the scenario to a level in which you're comfortable with, and then simply observe the emotion. You can ask the body of water, why it is this way? Why does it appear agitated? Why does it appear still or murky? And just take a few moments to listen to the answer And although we are physical beings observing this emotional state, that emotional state is still within us as well. So there's a saying that says, in order to heal it, you have to feel it. So take a moment to think, where do I feel this emotion or the representation of this body of water in my physical body? Does it show up as a tightness in the chest, or a pit in the stomach, or tightness of the shoulders? Wherever it feels, wherever it shows up, that's okay. Take a moment to become familiar with that sensation. Take a moment to appreciate it for keeping you safe, because that is its original intent. And when you feel this, let's take 7 breaths together, and as we breathe in, we send energy to that place, wherever we feel it, to allow it to relax and loosen. Breathing in through the nose, going to the site of where you feel the tension, and breathing out. Another breath in, sending the releasing, healing energy to the place that you feel the emotion, and breath number 3, sending it to the place and releasing. Breath number 4, breath number 5, sending energy to the place. Number 6, where it can help to release this pent-up emotion. And then one more time. And just sit for a moment in this stillness. If you feel a little bit of tingling, a little bit of head rush, that's okay. Just be safe and secure in the environment where you are. Take a look at the body of water and notice how it's changed. Has it changed? Has it changed its shape, its clarity, its behavior? Take a moment to compare how it was when you started this exercise to where it is now. And whether you get changes or not, that's okay. That's right for you. But what I would like you to do is to take a moment just to gaze into the water, and even if this is only for a split second or a moment, just will the water to still. Will the water to still, to get clear, to clarify, and look at the very, very bottom of it and notice that in the bottom there is a diamond or beautiful precious jewel that can only be seen when the water itself is still. Allow that moment of clarity to be reciprocated between that jewel and you, for that jewel is part of you, and that clarity is always there. And take a moment to thank your emotions, thank the water for the information that it's given you today. Take a little moment to, in your mind's eye, place your hands together. Give a moment of gratitude for the wisdom and the insight and the learning. And when you feel the time is right, you can give thanks, turn away from the body of water, and walk back up the moonlit path to where you started. From there, you'll see a staircase leading up the way, and in your own time, you can begin to ascend the stairs, taking the first step up, 1, taking the next step up, 2, noticing that there are in fact 10 stairs, 3, as you walk up each stair, 4, you feel that your physical body, 5, where it is in the room, lying down, sitting in the chair, 6, is beginning to return to the room where you are, 7. I invite you to give your fingers and toes a little wiggle, 8. Give your shoulders a little move and a stretch, 9. And then prepare to bring yourself back fully in the room in which you are, feeling rested, restored, and hopefully with a little bit of insight, 10. So take a moment to bring yourself back to where you are in the room. It could be taking a deep breath quite quickly. It should be shaking your hands. It could be giving yourself a little bit of movement, but just allow yourself to settle back in the room in which you're in. Give yourself a little moment to give thanks for the insight you've done, the 15 minutes of me time that you've given yourself today, and take a moment just to think on what you learned. You could write down, you could journal, you could go get a sandwich, you could do whatever you like, something that will, a glass of water, something that will bring you back fully to the present state. And I would just like to say thank you very much for following along with this technique. It is something that you can do whenever you are faced with a situation that you're unsure of how you feel about it emotionally. This is a great one to go back to, just following this video back to that lake of emotion, see how it shows up, and then work with it from there. If you have any questions or you would like any further insights about this, then speak to my good self. You'll find me on Instagram, or you can follow me on Adventurous Therapies, and hopefully I shall see you again next full moon for whatever that's going to be, because they're done pretty much all the time at the time. So thank you very much, have an excellent week, and have an adventurous day.